Okay, I'm joined by manager Lee Lashenko. Lee, it's obviously finished Bristol Manor Farm 0, Westbury 0. Positives to take from this evening, obviously following defeat on Saturday. A good point, so I guess most people would say.
Yeah, it's one of those at the moment. Like I said, following on from Saturday, where I felt for the lion's share of the game, we were like at least equals with a good Mousehole team, and I think, like I said, already described 3-0 as probably definitely very harsh scoreline to take, and that probably lowers your confidence levels coming into a game like today, where you're playing a Westbury team that's set up to stay in games, frustrate, and you can see why they've taken a good side in Yates to the limit on Saturday. We couldn't find that killer edge. I think the pitches helped keep the clean sheet for them at times. I think in the first half you put anything in the world on Louis Britton scoring that chance, but the pitches killed him. From a distance it makes it look like a bad miss. It wasn't a bad miss. I was in line with I had a pitch that made that chance not go in the back of the net. That said, we know Westbury, again, another side that are a good, solid Southern League side. They'll always be hard to beat. We've had, I think this is the first time we've dropped points against them. So, I think there's not many teams that can say that because of how competitive a side they are. They've got good streetwiseness from their bench and in their side. And like I say, it's not the ideal opponent when you're trying to restore confidence to play a side like Westbury. But I want to use this hopefully as a turning, like a starting point of another run. We've had a great month of September. We've had a bit of an indifferent period in October. Now we're ready to hopefully regroup, go again. The squad's suspended players are starting to come back into the squad tonight. Hopefully we'll clear up a few more suspensions going into Saturday. And we know we need everyone behind us. But again, a good turnout here, so happy with that. And I'll take this as a positive point. In a few weeks' time, hopefully that'll be the case.
Absolutely. I want to focus on as well that impact of those players coming back, because obviously Theo Llewellyn and obviously Dan Doldermead as well, they had a really good game today, would you say? Yeah,
definitely. I think obviously Danny needed the hour and maybe needed to come out of the game then, because obviously he's on the yellow, and Dan is very, very competitive. He does go and try and create lost causes into good causes for himself and for our teams. He's one of the most unselfish footballers I've ever had the pleasure of managing, because he's doing stuff for the team. So I felt it was a time to maybe look after him and freshen it up with Ollie. And obviously, as you mentioned, in terms of Theo, if I was probably looking to win a side game of football, Theo Llewellyn would be one of the people I'd go out there to send out there to win it for me, because he's the sort of man that he's the most competitive bloke I've ever seen, and that's great. And I think we had a fair referee today as well, because there are certain little skirmishes on the pitch that a lesser referee could have looked at and thought, I might book, and that I don't think Craig booked anyone until later in the game, and that allowed it to be that sort of contest, a proper throwback football match in the middle of the park. So that, I don't think Theo benefits from that sort of management. So no, I'm always happy when Theo Llewellyn's available to put on the team sheet, and normally he's one of the first on the list.
And one of the main positives we've got to take from tonight is obviously a clean sheet as well. So that's it's good for the team as well, and obviously Saturday against Bashley, we know it's going to be a tough game, so it always is against those. But yeah, the clean sheet is another big positive.
Definitely, obviously clean sheets are massively important, because if you keep a clean sheet, you haven't lost the game. Obviously, then you want to be a bit more adventurous again in front of that than we were today. I felt we could have taken a little bit more risk in the final third, and maybe been a bit more endeavour in the final third. But again, that's football. As you said, the positive is the clean sheet. The positive is that it's a step towards restoring the confidence to the levels we need it to be, because these are lads that, when their confidence is soaring, we've already seen enough examples in this season to date that they're a quality side. Obviously, in recent weeks, we've had a few bloody noses, I've already said, and we just need to get our levels again, get to our playing to how we want to be playing football matches. And we need everyone with us. Like I said on Saturday, coming along the committee, the supporters are always with us. I think the committee are apologetic in their lack of attendance on Saturday, and we'll forgive them for that. And now we go again, don't we? That's the sort of club we are. So hopefully on Saturday, it's a great turnout down there. We're all together, and we know that Bashley again are another good Southern League outfit. They've got players in their side that you might have at your disposal, but we know we'll be fully respecting them. But they also know that we're a good side as well. So again, it should be a good game of football.
And we know there's a lot of project management going on, Lee, away from the pitch. The floodlights tonight making their first team debut for us. Obviously, that's massive for the football club. We know we had a couple of issues last season, but coming to the ground tonight, I think a lot of people have commented already just how much more of of a proper stadium feel it's given, and we know that's not the only project that's being worked on. There's a lot of other good things happening behind the scenes as well in terms of how we can improve the ground.
Definitely, like there's a lot of people trying to get things right here, like from like Sean and Tony, how closely they're working together to get a lot of work done. And obviously, like I've come back from Maysville on Saturday, and I've seen Sean, who's obviously a major part of this club now, mopping floors in the bar after a great weekend of like activity at the clubhouse. So that shows the workmanlike ethic the man has got. Obviously, we know Tony's always going to like create enthusiasm around the place. But as you say about the lights, is something like last season we struggled with, and we have to thank Nicola, the grant lady, that like obviously that she was more than that for us. I think she's got a soft spot for the club, and she's helped us no end, and I think she's like going to continually help us in other areas. And obviously Rachel as club secretary, like there's people that can pat themselves on the back with that, but you've seen the evidence tonight. It's like a lovely visual stuff. I think we had like Ben John comment on that he wouldn't mind coming, like, you know, he's not in retirement, by the way, he's fully fit, ready to step in if called upon, like for any reason. And but I think he would have enjoyed playing under these lights as well. He's a good looking lad too. He would have been very like good under these lights as well. So no, this is something that we're all happy about. As you say, it just builds the club. We're trying to build the club to be sustainable as a Southern League club, and maybe push on from that.
Thanks for your time, mate.